everybody, this is Ira Dubey. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't done so, all you need to do is what? Click on this button.
My dear Sixsmith, I am in desperate need of your help. I got hooked on a journal written in 1849 by a dying lawyer during a voyage from a Pacific isle to San Francisco. Half the book is missing. It's completely killing me. A half-finished book is, after all, a half-finished love affair.
Alright, so I'm going to break this one up into points for you, and if you have heard anything about the movie, or if you've seen it by any chance, you're still watching my review, which is great, or if you've read the book, you will know exactly why I'm doing that. Now, Cloud Atlas, the film that's just hit theaters this morning, is an epic film in its scope. It's absolutely epic. I mean, it's a lot of ground to cover. So, number one, you need to have at least, just over 3 hours of leisurely time to go and enjoy and watch this film in the theater. So, be warned. Number two, if you have not read the book, you're going to be spending a lot of time and paying a lot of attention while watching the film to try and connect the dots. And I'm not saying that a lot of it isn't fun, don't get me wrong, but again, be warned. Number three, if you have read the book and like me, and you kind of know what it's all about and have relished the wonderful novel itself, you might be a little bit disappointed, primarily because, as we all know, the beauty of the medium of cinema allows us to kind of edit and cross-cut between time-space contingencies. So the simple structural sort of linearity that sort of David Mitchell managed to create with the book is missing in this one. And things could definitely get a little bit confusing and overwhelming for the average audience member. Number four, which kind of sums it up more than anything else, and now you know what the crux of the things is, the film tells the story of 6 different plots, almost different plots in themselves. Yes, of course, they're connected. Yes, of course, there's a thread. Yes, of course, Cloud Atlas means something, and I actually particularly love the meaning of what that thing means in the film, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to give it away, of course, that's a spoiler. And of course, there is a unifying thread through the film, and it says a lot about karma, something everyone in India is going to understand and love, and how, there's a beautiful line in the film which talks about going back and how all we don't, our bodies are not our own, our lives are not our own, we are connected to everything, past, present and future. This of course has a lot of resonance with a lot of religions in the world, a lot of philosophies in the world. So yes, it's got a spiritual sort of overhanging spiritual thing, but that is again sort of very, very obviously said to us throughout the film. And as you put the points together and you sort of connect the dots, you understand exactly what the film is saying. This one, unfortunately, doesn't have the soul of the 2001 Odysseys or the sort of, even the sort of the uniqueness and the coolness of a Matrix. It kind of tries to encompass elements of all those, but somehow doesn't manage to really touch you. Now, there's 6 different stories, as I was saying. One is set in the world of slavery in America. The next one is set in the early 20th century. It's about a musician and a pair of lovers. The next one is set in the 1970s, where a young feisty journalist played by Halle Berry is trying to expose this nuclear power plant and this nuclear power plant company. Then the next one, which is in present day England, is about this publisher played by Jim Broadbent, who is wonderful in the film, my favorite in the film, frankly, who kind of is exposed to the world of thugs, who has an evil sort of brother who puts him away in a home, and of course, chaos ensues. It's got a lot of comedy in this, comic moments as well in this one. The next one is a post-apocalyptic, futuristic take on maybe 40 years down the line or 30 years down the line, where people are reduced to employees of a sort of a chain, very commercialized, very sort of artificial world we're living in, and how they kind of, one of the employees rebels and sort of steps up, and there's a revolution. This character, played by an Asian actress named Duma Bay, was personally one of my favorites. She was the only one that managed to touch me a little bit. And of course, then the last one is sort of a intergalactic space, which again is a futuristic space, where there's a medieval thing combined with a sci-fi thing, where Halle Berry and Tom Hanks are the central sort of 2 characters. Now, of course, there's a sort of lot of things that can be connected, and the film has its laugh out loud moments, 1 or 2 really funny ones. It has a lot of CGI, some cool action sequences, some ooh-ah moments, but somehow it just tries to cover way too much ground, and all the stories sort of leave you a little bit cold, even though the performances, and I'm coming to that, that's the final part that I'm going to talk about, performances are really strong across the board, but the tonality of each of these different sections is so diverse and so varied that you find it difficult to involve yourself in each and every one, which is the danger of adapting such an epic sort of a novel, and the danger of trying to cross-cut between these 6 spaces on a continuous basis. So, while Tom Hanks, Halle Berry, Jim Broadbent, Jim Sturgess, Hugo Weaving, Hugh Grant, Susan Sarandon are all in these films, and all of them play multiple parts, that too, and sometimes it's delightful to see them in these crazy costumes and sort of crazy attires, and Halle Berry is unrecognizable in some of them, and so are the other actors. In fact, send me a list, if you can, of without checking online, of what are the characters that all these actors played, and it's quite wonderful. It's a game, really. But honestly, I mean, still, despite all that, this one just didn't manage to hold it together for me. Just didn't manage to kind of, move me or touch me or take me anywhere. I mean, this one has the scope to kind of lift you and take you to a different space altogether. And I thought it was a great attempt, but I'm true, and sorry, but Ira says, don't waste your money and, spend 3.5 hours in the theater, wait for it on DVD if at all, because some of the dialects are a little difficult to understand. So true, and sorry, Ira says, for now, trash it.
I believe there is another world waiting for us, Sixsmith. A better world. And I'll be waiting for you there.